I repaired her armor, and she whispered, "Your hands are like a warrior's hands." Marcus Chen had never expected his mechanical engineering degree to land him on a space station orbiting the edge of known space, much less working alongside species most humans had only seen in holographic documentaries. The Nexus Station served as a neutral trading post, where dozens of alien civilizations conducted business. Marcus had found work as a general repair technician, a job few could manage and one that paid well. The intricate machinery that kept the station operational was as complex as it was unforgiving. The day everything changed began like any other. Marcus was calibrating atmospheric processors in Section C when his communicator chirped with an urgent request. A Keithamorei warrior needed immediate armor repair, and the station's other technicians had already declared the damage beyond their expertise. Marcus had heard whispers about the Keithamorei, a proud warrior race from the Andorian sector. They stood nearly 8 feet tall, their naturally armored exoskeletons gleaming like polished obsidian. Combat prowess defined their society, and their powered armor was both their most treasured possession and their greatest vulnerability. Intricate beyond measure, nearly impossible to repair without specialized knowledge. When Marcus arrived at the repair bay, he found her standing motionless near the platform. Even without her helmet, Zarathus was imposing. Chitinous features bore the scars of countless battles, forearms moving with predatory grace. But her armor told a different story. The chest plate had been torn open by what looked like plasma cannon fire, exposing the delicate neural interface circuitry beneath. "Human," she said, her voice carrying the clicking undertones of her species. "The others say you possess unusual skill with machinery." Marcus approached the armor, running his fingers along the damaged sections. The craftsmanship was extraordinary, each component hand-forged, inscribed with ceremonial markings. Beneath the artistic beauty, however, lay technology that made his breath catch. The neural interface more sophisticated than anything in human space, quantum processors smaller than his fingernail controlling systems he couldn't identify. "This is incredible work," Marcus murmured, more to himself than to her, yet also familiar somehow. Zarathus tilted her head, a gesture of curiosity among her people. "Familiar? No human has ever worked on Keithamorei battle armor." "Maybe not," Marcus said, pulling up the armor's diagnostic display. "But the principles are the same as any complex system. Redundant power coupling here, emergency bypass circuits there, and this neural interface, it's just a very sophisticated version of the mind-machine interfaces we use in our industrial mechs." For the next 6 hours, Marcus worked with a focus that surprised even himself. He rerouted damaged neural pathways through secondary channels, rebuilt the power distribution matrix using salvaged components, and even improved the cooling efficiency by 15%. A feat that shouldn't have been possible with the materials available. Zarathus watched every movement, her compound eyes tracking his hands. Occasionally she asked questions, and Marcus found himself explaining concepts he'd never had to put into words before. "Your species approaches problems differently than ours," she observed as he sealed a repaired joint. "We perfect through ritual and tradition. You improvise." "Improvisation is survival," Marcus replied, not looking up. "Humans have always been good at making do with what we have. And yet your hands move with the precision of one trained for decades. How long have you been a warrior technician?" Marcus paused, confused. "Warrior technician? I'm just a repair guy. I fix things that break." Zarathus made a sound that might have been laughter. "Human Marcus, do you understand what you have accomplished? This armor has been damaged in 17 separate engagements over 2 cycles. Each time it required the attention of our finest armorites, working in sacred forges with tools blessed by the combat priests. You have not merely repaired it, you have improved it using nothing but spare parts and, what did you call it? Making do." As Marcus made the final adjustments to the neural interface, he began to understand why she was so amazed. To her people, armor crafting was probably a sacred art, passed down through generations. What he saw as problem-solving, they saw as miraculous improvisation. "There," he said, stepping back as the armor hummed to life with a gentle blue glow. "All systems are green. Actually," he added, "they're better than green. About 20% improvement in response time and power efficiency." Zarathus approached her armor reverently, her 4 hands moving across its surface with practiced familiarity. When she touched the repaired sections, she stopped, her breathing changing. "The metal remembers your touch," she said softly. "In our culture, we believe great craftsmen leave part of their spirit in their work." She turned to face him, wonder etched in her alien features. Your hands are like a warrior's hands. They know exactly what must be done, and they do not hesitate. Marcus began, but she held up one of her hands. Among my people, there is great honor in combat, but even greater honor in preserving the tools that keep warriors alive. What you have done today would earn you a place among our most revered crafters. She paused, then extended her hand in a formal greeting. I am Zarathus, shield-bearer of the Third Talon, defender of the outer territories, and I am in your debt, Marcus Chen of Earth. As Marcus shook her hand, her grip was surprisingly gentle despite her strength. He realized this encounter would change everything. Word would spread throughout the station about the human who could repair Keithamorei battle armor with nothing but ingenuity and determination. Other species would come seeking his services, bringing technology and problems he had never imagined. But more than that, he now understood what Zarathus had seen in his work. Humans might not have the strongest bodies or the most advanced technology, but they had something else. The ability to look at any problem, no matter how complex or alien, and find a way to solve it. Humans were survivors, adapters, fixers of broken things in a universe full of broken things. In the days that followed, Marcus would become a legend on Nexus Station. But he would always remember this moment, the first time an alien warrior looked at his work and saw not just competent repair, but the hands of someone who refused to let anything stay broken. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.